everybody, I'm SJM. Welcome back to Desertopolis. We've got our primary little base set up here already. Just got a chest so that I can empty out my inventory, and we can start in on the next chapter here, which is the Extractinator chapter. Extractinator is one of the main tools that we'll be using to get resources in this pack. We look at the resources. We already looked at the resources on the Extractinator, but you break down terracotta to get coal, clay, and copper, as well as the hay bales I had earlier. So that will either give us wheat or wheat dough, which wheat dough we just cook down and that goes straight to bread. And then later on, we use the Extractinator to turn deep slate into lapis and iron, but that's for the next chapter. But for this chapter, we need to get some clay. So to do that, we're going to need some stone, because we need grindstones, 3 of them exactly, to make the Extractinator. And then it tells us right here, if we need terracotta, it's found in the Badlands biome. When we make the grindstone, if you weren't lucky like me and had a Badlands biome within sight of where you spawned, you'll either get your initial terracotta. You can get like half to 3/4 of a stack of terracotta from one village, so that's probably not enough to get you all the clay or all the terracotta you need to get the clay to get this brick blast furnace so that you can smelt your first copper. But from there, the quest line does give you a Badlands biome map, and you don't really need 3 of them, but there's you got 2 backups. They'll always point to the closest one, so you'd have to like open up the first one, then move to an area that's far away from that and open up a second one if you wanted to find multiple different Badlands. So let's skip this night. I build my base this way, not because I'm scared of the normal mobs, it's the infernal ones that are the real pain in the butt, because if they can see you, they can walk up to your wall there and they can cast their spells at you instead of, killing themselves on the walls. Like I said before, it's not the vanilla mobs I'm worried about, it's those ones with the special powers. But as I alluded to, we need to dig down to get some stone. So we've got to go down past the sandstone layer to get to the stone layer. So you can either find an open cave to try and go down into to find that, but that's going to be real dangerous because you're going to encounter mobs down there. I just like to tunnel down because we've got the ultimine in here. So if we hold the ultimine key, we're currently on the shapeless, but if we hold shift at the same time, we can change the shape of our ultimine. And what we want is called this mining tunnel. So you just use your scroll wheel, and from the shapeless, it's just up 2, and we'll go to the mining tunnel, which you can see in the outline there. It goes down on an angle. So just like that, and create a nice little stairwell to go down. And we can light it up as we go down there. So the wooden pickaxe did not do the stone. For that, we're going to need the sandstone pickaxe here. Like I said, we occasionally will run into this colored stone, which is a little bit annoying, ending up with a bunch of that when you didn't want it. But this should take us right down to the... Nope, we ended up encountering a cave. Thankfully, it's not a big one, so we shouldn't be too much trouble, but getting close to going down to the deep slate level there, which would be the next chapter, the Iron Age. But we've got lots of stone now. We can get ourselves a furnace, get that cooking up, get ourselves some smooth stone, make the smooth stone, get ourselves regular cooked stone. From there, that makes the stone slabs, and those make the grindstones to get our Extractinator. So I'll be doing that, and you guys can skip all of the grind. All right, grind skip accomplished. Gonna need 12 of these guys to start. And 2 planks and 2 sticks plus 1 stone slab makes you a grindstone. 3 grindstone plus some of that terracotta that we grabbed from earlier will get us our Extractinator. Put our Extractinator down. Again, this, if you leave it to do its thing, it spews things all over the world, but we're going to be automating this fairly quickly. So I'm going to put this over in the corner here and just position myself in a way that I can grab the drops when it comes out of it right away. So you just take your terracotta and then you right click on the machine. If you get the drops, you'll see it in the tooltip there. We didn't see any drops out of that first little bit. Oh, I did get 1 piece of coal here already. But you can do it fairly quickly, right? Just hold down, right click, and it just feeds it with all of the terracotta that we've got. So I think we needed 25 pieces of clay to progress. So I might be a little bit short here. Let's just do this math again here. So to make a brick blast furnace, we're going to need 8 for the brick furnace itself, 12 for the 3 bricks. So that's 20 plus these 5, 25. So I ended up being 3 short on the clay, which is a little bit frustrating, but not too worried about it. And then again, we've got the tiny coal version in the pack here, so there's no need to waste any of your fuel. And we can just do it 1 for 1 like that. And I will head to back to the Badlands and get some more of the resources that we need to finish off this chapter here. So bear with me while I go. I'm going to take 2 more sandstone pickaxes, I guess. Got lots of those, and I'm getting a little bit low on food, but that's fine too. About half a day. Yeah, shouldn't be too bad. I'll bring you back after I've collected up some resources. All right, we're back. I got the 3 pieces that I was missing from the first 20. And then I also have 1, 2, 3, 4 4¼ stacks of terracotta from that 2 and like 1/3 maybe pickaxes. And storage is already becoming an issue. No surprise there. It's modded Minecraft after all. Okay, before I do that, I want to make sure the grindstones never hit my inventory. That's funny. I'm not upset that I have to make another grindstone. We're going to want multiple Extractinators maybe anyways, like 1 for terracotta, 1 for stone. But yeah, just a lesson for everybody there not to shoot too fast through all of these quest lines, because if you miss one step along the way, you've got to backtrack to get everything again. No clay out of that? Come on. Oh, there we go. That should complete everything off except our blast brick furnace. Now the interesting thing about the blast brick furnace is that, actually hold on, I've got a stack of mini coal here already. Oops, that's not the one I wanted to put away, that one. Each mini coal will actually do 2 operations. So a full stack of raw ores can get smelted by 4 regular ingots instead of 8. And with our smelted copper, we can get a copper pickaxe. Oh, that doesn't finish it off because I haven't made this catalog yet. We'll backtrack and get this after we do iron, because we don't really need it right yet. Actually, we could probably use it, actually. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to need 8 of these guys and a $1 So just put your wallet in your left hand and right click, and then you'll get your $2 out of your wallet. It's regular stone, not cobblestone. Thankfully, I found some of this annoying stuff that we can use, this colored stone. $2 away again. Actually, we'll keep them handy. We're going to put this catalog down here for now. And you can just put your wallet in there and it will take out whatever you need. So there's lots of different things that we can get in here. Mostly it's the chickens. So eventually we'll be doing the chicken resources. But we can also get dyes out of there if we want to. We can get sprayer stuff. But for now, what I wanted to get was this researching table, because the relic that we got said we need to a researching table to learn more about this item. Costs us $24 dues to get it, but that's not a problem when we had 800 to start, so just put that down. Oh, and then right click it on there, and then crouch and right click. So the Holy Locket will give us +1 experience point for each activation of the ability Divine Blessing. +1 experience point for each stolen healing unit. So the Divine Blessing redirects part of the regenerated health of nearby creatures to the wearer of this relic. That kind of seems not useful at all. There are some mobs, some of the infernal mobs that can regenerate health. But I have a feeling that's not going to come into effect too often. We'll just right click, we'll pull that off of there. We'll put it back on. It's not taking up, it's not stealing any spots from anything else, so not overly worried about it anyways. Get rid of that that wooden pickaxe for good finally. Put that away. And yeah, we are done with chapter 2 and on to chapter 3. So for the Age of Iron, we're going to need a copper pickaxe. we'll go get some deep slate now that we can mine it with our copper pickaxe. We got to cook it up into regular deep slate before we run it through the extractinator to get our next resource. And at the end of this chapter, we'll be able to automate our extractinator completely. So I'll pop down here, do some mining, and I'll bring you back when we're ready to go. All right, we're back. I just had to grab some resources from my wall because we're going to need a bit more cactus than what I had access to. I need a couple of chests. And I had to annoyingly do this massive turnaround on the trip down because I ran into a cave. So, and then in the cave I ran into a skeleton, and he decided to beat me up really badly and almost break all of my armor. So we're missing one piece of armor, but that's not a problem at all at this stage, because we are about to get into better armor. And if you're trying to guess, no, it is not iron armor. .32 is perfect, so we'll get some iron cooking up here. Split up some of that there for getting more deep slate cooked so that we can get more resources. But with the extractinator and getting the iron needs, we're going to end up with tons of this lapis. Now, luckily for us, lapis does have some good uses in this pack. Not only for making some of the pneumatic craft stuff, building gadget stuff, but we've also got the lapis variants of the weapons, tools, and armor as well. And the thing about the armor is this has the cooling tag, the same as our thought I put 32. Whoops. I guess I put 2 in and not 32. Not too sure what happened there, but yeah, if we look at the iron armor, and that's not going to show us real quick, is it? There we go. If we look at a piece of iron armor, it gets the heating tag. So iron is a in this pack not something that we're going to want to go after because it's going to make us heat up even faster in the desert, as opposed to the lapis armor, which is going to keep us cool and also take our armor level from 2 all the way up to 8. So this is a pretty decent set of armor, and as well tools and weapons. But for now, I am going to make, should have the iron that we need now. Yes, we do. We're going to make a couple of hoppers so that we can automate our extractinator. Oh, and in the pack we've got the trash can mod, so when you're done with something, we can just put it in there and throw it away. Alternatively, if you've built your base like mine, you could probably just throw things into the cactus to get rid of it if you really wanted to. But sometimes you miss and it doesn't work anymore. So the other thing we're going to need is one of these. Normally I'd just make a lapis pick, but the quest line wants us to get an iron pickaxe, so just for completionist's sake, we're going to be doing that and grabbing our bucket right away as well, even though we can't really get any any water just yet, but that will come soon enough. One of those, one of those. That should be it for now. Oh, we do need one more chest. And I need 4 to make one chest. Once again, we're done with this wooden stuff. We can just get rid of it. All right, let's automate this guy here. So if you know about modded Minecraft, you're probably familiar with this, but we're just going to have a hopper coming out of our Extractinator into a chest, and then a hopper going back into it, and we can fit all of that in a 2x2x1 space. So it's pretty compact, and then we can put, you know, without putting a chest on top of the hopper, we can get up to 5 stacks of a resource at a time. But we're going to have a better way to do this moving forward anyways, but now all of a sudden I don't have to stand there and right click items into the Extractinator any longer. So we've automated the production of a resource, which is always a wonderful thing when we're playing modded. So the next thing that we're kind of looking forward to getting now is some food. I could always throw some hay bales into this guy to start getting some bread out of it. But I don't really, probably should, hey? How many do I want to do? I'm going to leave myself 27 hay bales there for now. Getting? No, oh, nothing's going in. We'll just do that. We'll let that process. And we're starting to get a bit cramped in here, so I guess between episodes I will be expanding my base so that we've got more space to work with. But as for now, we are done with this survival tab. There is just an exclamation point for getting this grindstone. As I mentioned earlier, these maps are really handy for finding a Badlands if you didn't start with one. But this one's just going to point directly towards the one that I know about already. And unless I go off in one direction a fair amount, opening up the other maps, they're just going to lead back to the same one again. So I don't need this one for sure. I'm going to keep those other two just in case we want to find more Badlands, because those structures, they're pretty handy at the start, but I guess they're not great now that we've got a foothold in the pack. If we need a bunch more of the dollary dues, they'd be handy to find. So maybe it is a good idea to hold on to those for now. But we've got some wheat dough that we can cook down, some more iron ready to process. May as well get to work on some more of this terracotta so that we can have more coal. We don't really need the clay or the... Why is the wheat dough not going? Oh, because I was right-clicking on it. Aha. That's what happened there. We've got a few pieces of bread here, but at this point now, moving forward, I think the next episode we may as well have a look at the pyramid. I think we've got good, decent armor, we've got a decent weapon, we can make a shield. So I think we've got everything we need to go on a little adventure. So yeah, next episode will be adventure time. And I'm going to be doing that episode as a general episode for Young's Better Desert Temples. So expect the bulk of it to be towards the just a knowledge base for YBTs, because I've had a hard time finding information about especially the puzzles in there. So what I'll do is I'll go through all of the puzzles that we find in them at the start of the video, and then I'll come back to the Let's Play in the second half of the episode. We'll traverse one of them ourselves as we go through. So stick around for that one. We'll wrap this one up here. It's just about time anyways. So yeah, like I said, in between episodes, we'll be expanding this out a little bit. We'll dip our toes into the first bit here because we're going to want a bucket of water going in. So we just need the squeezer and the basic portable tank. And then we'll go for one of the pyramids in the next episode. Anyways, that's it for this one. I appreciate you all for checking it out, and we will see you in the next one.